Right now, some of you may be grilling some brats and burgers right now as we celebrate the 4th of July. Why, there's good news for Wisconsinites' wallets when it comes to the cost of a cookout. Also, residents in Illinois honor the lives lost in a mass shooting during a 4th of July parade last year. And later, a police officer jumps into action to save a woman from a burning car, with the rescue all caught on body camera. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mark Kane. Happy 4th of July from all of us here at News 3. We begin with breaking news of a train derailment in Dodge County near the village of Reeseville. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office says they received a report on an incident at around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. According to the Sheriff's Office, a Canadian Pacific train had about 25 to 30 cars derail. As a result of the derailment, the road crossing in the village of Reeseville, County Highway G, or Main Street, is closed to traffic. No hazardous materials were on any of the cars, so there is no threat nor danger to the community. I hope you're eating a burger as you watch this newscast right now, a burger you may have paid a little bit less for than last year. A statewide survey finds your average cookout this year probably costs a bit less than last year. Naomi Coles has more.
Food prices hit a high in 2022 as the pandemic led to supply chain problems and other issues. But this summer, your cookout costs are starting to stabilize. A survey from the Wisconsin Farm Bureau found cost for 12 summer cookout foods has dropped 4% from last year, but it's still above 2021 levels. A lot of that rise and fall comes down to the meat.
Chicken prices have come down. Like, that's where I think last year was really high because of the bird flu and everything like that. I think that raised the prices a lot.
Last year, obviously, pretty unprecedented times coming off of the pandemic, supply shortages, so prices were pretty astronomical, so it does make sense that stuff has corrected a little bit.
All in all, that statewide survey says to expect to pay about $67 if you're cooking for 10 people for your standard cookout foods today. That price, of course, will fluctuate depending on where you're at. Reporting at Jennifer Street Market in Madison, I'm Naomi Coles, News 3 Now.
We told you about the train derailment in Dodge County. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office is now holding a news conference on that train derailment. Let's go and listen with a live report.
We don't have any dangerous chemicals that are on these at all. So it really is, when you think of train derailments, we've got a blessing here today, and that everything is minimal, other than a lot of property damage. There were 29 cars that were derailed this afternoon. Fortunately, the personnel that were on the train were not injured either. So really it is a blessing that none of that happened. We've got a great crew, and I want to put out a special thanks right up here at the top of this conference to all the emergency personnel that came out here. It's the 4th of July and Independence Day. They're out there working hard to make sure that everybody is safe, to make sure nobody was injured, and take care of the situation. And it's warm out today. And so they're out there in their turnout gear and working hard. So I really want to give a huge shout out to those first responders that came out here today to take care of this scene. Very, very thankful for that, and for their families at home for allowing them to volunteer to take care of the scene. As far as traffic goes, I mentioned you can't get through Reeseville right now. We are asking the public to stay out of Reeseville. Allow the residents to get around. There's some back streets and things that they can get around. But if you're not from Reeseville, stay out of the village for today. We are anticipating that the road, Highway G, is going to be closed for anywhere from 3 to 6 more hours. So it's going to be difficult traveling through here. We do have a detour set up on the north end, Highway 16 and 60. From Highway G, you can go down to Double B, go all the way down to 19, and cut back over to G. We want to avoid all that semi-traffic coming through the village here today. And as soon as we get the road opened up again, we will put something out to you on our social media page, media releases, letting everybody know that road is opened up again. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to the Assistant Fire Chief to tell you what was on the train, if there's any other details that I may have missed. Chris?
My name is Chris.
You've been watching a live news conference from the Dodge County Sheriff recapping the train derailment there. 29 to 30 cars derailed, no hazardous materials reported, and no injuries as well. So, as the sheriff said, it's the best news possible with an incident like this. The Monona Community Festival is kicking off its last day of celebrations today. The 3-day festival takes place in Winnequa Park. Today's event featured an art fair, food carts, a car show, and fun activities for all ages. Organizers say their goal is to create memories for everyone.
I came down here as a kid, enjoyed the carnival and all the rides, and we're doing that for the next generation. So it's for that next generation of kids, but it's of everyone. Everyone's coming down here to have fun and enjoy all the different activities.
It is not too late to get involved. The fireworks show will be kicking off around 9:20 this evening. You can find more information on the event at monona-community-festival.com. Happening now, the Stoughton Fair is underway, providing family fun for all ages. The fair, which is celebrating its 97th year, is kicking things off with midway rides, truck pulls, plenty of food, and fireworks. The fair runs from today through the 9th, and it's free to attend. And communities throughout southern Wisconsin are planning fireworks displays and festivals to celebrate the 4th. Here's just a few. In Beloit, Pops on the Rock returned to the Riverside Park. That starts at 7:30 this evening. Right now in Madison, 4th Fest is at Edgewater. That's going till 9. And in Waunakee, the Wanna Boom celebration at Rip Park will have an F-35 flyover and fireworks at 9:45. For more 4th of July events in the area, head to channel3000.com. Well, today many people will be launching their own fireworks in celebration of the 4th, and that includes sparklers for children. While maybe not thought of as dangerous as other fireworks, parents should use caution when dealing with sparklers. New data from Consumer Product Safety Commission finds sparklers were associated with an estimated 600 emergency department treatment injuries last year.
And it is the #1 cause of injury for children under 5 when it comes to fireworks. And some of the burns that we've seen have been horrific. And so it's really important to, keep them out of the hands of children. Any fireworks, but particularly sparklers.
If you're going to let children use them, experts caution it's critical to teach kids to hold the sparkler an arm's length away. Also consider a child's age and maturity, including their ability to follow rules. And while we humans look forward to all the festivities and fun that come with celebrating the 4th of July, it's one of the scariest holidays for our four-legged friends. Some ways you can help ease a pet's stress: keep them indoors at times when fireworks are being set off. Having the radio or TV on can also help drown out the loud noises outside. And there's also medications available that may help, but you need to talk to your vet first. Also, make sure your pet is chipped and has a collar with tags, just in case they run away. Let's get a look now at the first warm weather forecast. Meteorologist Jacob Madison out on the weather patio. Some people got a little wet today, most didn't.
Yeah, here at the station, we didn't see any rainfall, but if you were in the eastern portion of Madison, there was some pretty heavy rainfall, but only for about 5 to 10 minutes. We are still seeing some very small scattered showers and storms, but parts of Madison have seen that some of these storms could produce some heavy rain, but probably only a brief period of time. Overall, this will continue for the next few hours into the evening. Most places will be dry tonight, and although there is a greater chance for rain in northern counties, the futurecast you're seeing right now is probably worst case scenario. I don't expect to see this much rain that is being shown in futurecast, and even if it does appear that this much rain will happen, it likely won't happen in Dane County until a little bit later in the evening. So for the most part, this evening for fireworks festivities, we are going to remain dry, but definitely prepare for maybe a passing shower or storm briefly. Now, as we look at the current temperatures, it is pretty hot right now, so if you are spending time outside for 4th of July, drink plenty of water, maybe even take some breaks by going inside. Temperatures will cool down throughout the evening, which is the good news, but the bigger problem is the humidity, so the heat indices are actually not that far from 100. They're right now in the mid-90s because the dew points are in the 60s, with some areas seeing dew points in the lower 70s. We also have an air quality alert until 11 p.m. tonight due to ozone, but air now has the air quality in parts of southern Wisconsin at good levels, so this is only unhealthy for sensitive individuals. Overall, not a huge issue. Just try to maybe not do intense physical exercise outside. Now, as far as temperatures this evening, they'll drop to around 79 degrees by 10 p.m., so it is going to remain mild this evening with the humid weather, slight chance of rain. Not going to be a huge issue with the rainfall this evening, but there is a much better chance at rain tomorrow. We even could see some severe weather. I'll have the details coming up a bit later in the show.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Right now, authorities in Walworth County are still searching for a 22-year-old man who hasn't been seen in more than 10 days. Rainer Steno was last seen leaving his home in the town of Geneva on Friday, June 23rd. His family's worried, saying that he's not been taking his prescribed medications and is known to suffer from paranoia without them. Anyone with information on Steno asked to call the town of Geneva police. You can see the number there on your screen. In Minnesota, officials are searching for 3 men who went missing from a fishing boat on the Mississippi River. The Goodhue County Sheriff's Office said that around 7:30 p.m. Monday, a 911 call reported that a man fell into the river while fishing near the town of Red Wing. Authorities believe that the 2 other men jumped into the river to try to rescue him. None of the men resurfaced. That's according to the caller. Rescue crews from several neighboring jurisdictions are helping with the search. Today marks 1 year since a gunman took several lives after opening fire at a suburban Chicago 4th of July parade. Residents of Highland Park, a city about 25 miles north of downtown Chicago, gathered to honor the victims with a remembrance ceremony and a community walk along the parade route. Last year, spectators fled the parade route when a gunman opened fire about 15 minutes into the event. 7 people died and dozens of others were wounded by gunshot or shrapnel.
We remember those who were murdered, and we remember those whose lives were forever altered. Our hearts will always ache for the families and friends who were left behind to grapple with the pain of their loss.
After the memorial, hundreds of residents walked the parade route to reclaim it. The mayor says it was a way for people to take their grief and move forward in a way that will allow them a chance to experience the 4th of July again in the future. Police in Philadelphia say 2 men are in custody in connection with last night's deadly mass shooting that killed 5 people and wounded 2 young boys. Law enforcement officials say a 40-year-old man wearing a bulletproof vest and armed with an AR-style rifle went on a rampage across 4 city blocks. The 4 victims killed at the scene range in age from 15 to 59. Police believe a 5th man found dead in his home just after midnight is also a victim in this shooting.
I am frustrated and outraged that mass shootings like this continue to happen in communities across the United States.
Gunfire also rang out overnight in Fort Worth, Texas, killing 3. Police say shots were fired into a crowd of hundreds of people just hours after the end of a local festival. The country's seen more than 24 mass killings so far this year. And dramatic police body camera footage out of Georgia after a police officer rescued a woman from a burning vehicle. It happened Saturday when Sergeant Ashley Taylor responded to a vehicle crash on the highway. There he discovered the vehicle was in the woods on fire. You can see the smoke coming out of it as flames begin to rise from underneath. Sergeant Taylor smashed open a window and removed the driver from the vehicle. Other motorists also stopped to help. No one else was in the vehicle. Police in Ohio saved a man's life last week after pulling him from a burning vehicle. The man had crashed into a utility pole and lost consciousness. It happened on June 28th, just after an officer saw the driver weaving in and out of traffic and speeding. Body camera footage showed smoke and flames bursting from the hood of the vehicle as the officer sprang into action. The driver was hospitalized and faces multiple charges. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at 5, including Jacob with your complete 4th of July forecast. But first, we head to Iowa, where you'll meet a man looking to rewrite the record books with one of the thousands of pencils. No stock numbers today because of the holiday. Stocks will return tomorrow, and we'll be right back.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Right now, save up to $900 on Beautyrest adjustable base sets. Beautyrest Queen mattresses start at only $399. And when you upgrade to a Beautyrest Black, you'll get $300 in Steinhoffels cash, plus a $100 MasterCard rewards card. Beautyrest Black Queen mattresses start at just $44 per month when you use Steinhoffels' special 72-month financing. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
We asked people to give their honest feedback on how wrinkles around their eye area and under-eye puffiness looked after trying Tint and Tighten for the first time.
So with foundation, normally it just kind of, you just cover up and conceal things. But with Tint and Tighten, it actually changes the way the skin looks. The lines are actually gone. So you don't get any of that buildup within them and the creases that you normally would see when you wear foundation.
40s was a bit of a shocker for me because 40s, I noticed the skin under my eye is getting very loose. And then 50s hit. And I'm 54, and I really notice the difference in the firmness of my skin here and especially here. I'm glad there's products like Tint and Tighten out there so that I can just put this on and not worry about what I didn't do in my 40s, my 30s, and my 20s, and it looks like I always have. It's a pleasure and it's actually a gift for anyone.
Tint and Tighten shrinks under-eye puffiness, smooths out wrinkles and fine lines around the eye area, and provides tinted coverage to hide dark circles and skin imperfections, making you look fresh and younger. Tint and Tighten is the only cosmetic that blends a beautiful tinted cream to cover uneven skin tone and dark circles with silicate technology that smooths out under-eye puffiness and wrinkles, making the skin around your eye area look flawless for up to 8 hours.
I will be turning 59 in June of this year. Using Tint and Tighten, for me, I'm actually very confident right now that my wrinkles won't be as obvious. It is giving me the support that I think reminds me that I'm at my best right now.
Finally, there's a tinted eye cream to cover dark circles and uneven skin tone. And since Tint and Tighten works in 10 minutes and lasts up to 8 hours, you can look your best without getting injections or fillers. Get beautiful, lightweight, tinted coverage, plus that smoother, younger, wrinkle-free look from years past in 10 minutes. A look that will make you feel beautiful and confident. Try it this 4th of July for up to 50% off and free shipping. Visit tntcream.com or call the number on your screen.
Coming up, we uncover the secrets behind Wisconsin's affordable summer cookouts. Find out how you can keep money in your pocket and food on the table. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
He was a beast on the gridiron. Now this former Badger joins NFL legends in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
It's definitely a pinch me moment.
Joe Thomas tells News 3 Now what he treasures most about his rise to the top. Thursday at 6. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Well, you may have pencils stacking up in junk drawers and desks in your home, but a man in Iowa has us all beat. He has about 70,000 pencils in his collection. Now he's poised to rewrite the record books. Ashley Wheel has his story.
Never dreamed I'd be getting to this point. This is kind of amazing.
Aaron Barthelby won't settle with being number 2. He says he has about 70,000 wooden advertising pencils. The current Guinness World Record is 24,000 pencils.
Sounds like, well, I can easily beat that.
And tomorrow's the big day because here at the Colfax Historical Society, they're going to be counting all 70,000 of these pencils. And he has every kind of pencil you can think of, from aspirin-filled pencils,
Harmless lactose sucrose starch tablets,
to rotary phone pencils,
dial your number that way,
to high school basketball schedule pencils.
This is Amboy High School.
And even 100-year-old pencils.
I don't know that you can pick a favorite when you've got 70,000 of something.
But the most special pencils are the ones that come from his hometown.
And it's just neat to see. I love seeing the local businesses, you know. For so many of these places, these pencils are the only place where there's any record of that business still. And I think it's just a neat way to kind of preserve the history.
Eventually, I just heard about the society. I don't know how I heard about it, but I did.
Andrew Westber, president of the American Pencil Collectors Society, will be one of the counters to verify the world record.
So I've been looking forward to this, and I'm really looking forward to going down there and seeing some pencils.
The Collectors Society is a place to meet other pencil collectors and trade duplicates. Aaron expects counting to take at least 12 hours. But he's excited to bring everyone together to show off his own treasured pieces of history.
I love the history that you can find through these little sticks of wood.
And we have an update to Aaron's story. After counting his collection, Bartholomew says that he is confident he passed the 70,000 mark to secure the new world record. Well, a hot 4th of July out there, but tomorrow we could see some much-needed rain. Here's Jacob with your complete forecast.
Yeah, we also have that air quality alert in effect until 11 p.m. for ozone. And although we are very hot, we also have the chance for some showers and storms tonight, but that's only a light chance. A much better chance is expected tomorrow. And after the rainfall, temperatures are going to be pretty comfortable with highs maybe only in the upper 70s for portions of the end of the week. Now, right now, we are seeing mostly dry conditions. There are a few pop-up showers and storms, and like I mentioned, this may continue throughout the night. But I want to talk about tomorrow. There is a chance for severe weather. There's a marginal risk for east central and southeastern Wisconsin, as well as a slight risk for northeastern Illinois. So places closer to Milwaukee, as well as closer to the southeastern portion of the state, that is the best chance for severe weather. Throughout this evening, small chance of some showers or storms. Much of our area will be dry for the fireworks festivities, but cannot rule out a passing shower. Unfortunately, it may happen at a very inconvenient time, but the chance will be very low. So that's the good news. Overnight, it's going to be very mild. Lows will be around 70 degrees, but then by the afternoon, fairly early, I might add, we could start to see some storms pop up. And then later in the afternoon, they're going to continue to strengthen as some of these storms could produce some heavy rainfall as well as damaging winds and some minor hail. Very, very small chance of a tornado. That's not really what we're expected with the severe weather tomorrow. Mostly damaging winds and potentially large hail. And again, it will mostly be for places to the east of Madison, but Dane County could definitely see a severe thunderstorm warning at times. The best time for severe weather will be between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m., but then the heavy rain is expected to continue for places to the east a little bit later than that as we head into the evening hours with possibly some more severe weather. But for our area, it looks like by around 5 to 7 p.m., that's when the rain will be wrapping up across our area. And then by Thursday morning, we are going to be dry. Now, as far as the precipitation goes, you know, this is a fairly rough estimate. Obviously, with the thunderstorms being pretty scattered, these will probably not be the exact numbers because some areas may see much more and other areas may see much less. It all depends on where these storms fire up. But in general, much of southern Wisconsin is expected to see some rainfall, much needed rainfall, I should add. And the greatest chance of rainfall will be for places near Milwaukee where over an inch of rain is very possible. Now, looking at the temperature forecast, as I mentioned, tonight's going to be very mild with lows only around 70 degrees. And then tomorrow, it depends on when the cold front moves through. Highs could be all the way up to close to 90, but they could also be as low as 80. It all depends on when that cold front moves through. So in general, expect temperatures to be warm to start the day, but much cooler later in the day. And the cooler temperatures will continue for Thursday with highs only in the upper 70s. And high temperatures will be right around 80 degrees to end of the week as well. We also have some more chances of storms to end the week. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we do have the chance for some rainfall. Really beginning Saturday night. Much of the day on Saturday looks dry, but temperatures aren't going to be rising too much after the rainfall. Now, as far as traffic goes, we're really not seeing a lot of traffic at all. Pretty green across Dane County. If we look at the highways, also looking very green in both directions with near 70 miles per hour, both north and south. So that's your first warn traffic. Back to you, Mark.
All right. Thank you, Jacob. Coming up next, big changes are being made at the largest poultry producer in the United States. How they'll impact your chicken in the future.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This July 4th is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
Get over 50% off on this sofa chaise right now at the 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture. Everything's on sale. Incredible deals. Up to 60% off list throughout the store, and up to 70% off on clearance items. What a sale. The 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Well, the largest poultry producer in the United States, Tyson Foods, plans to start giving its chickens antibiotics once again. The shift comes 8 years after the company announced it was ditching the drugs and began putting a no antibiotics ever label on its chicken packages. Well, now Tyson says new labeling will be seen on packages of its chicken by the end of the year. The new labels will state no antibiotics important to human medicine. As for other major chicken producers in the U.S., Purdue says it's still not using antibiotics, and Pilgrim Pride says it uses some. Meanwhile, the FDA is approving a blood test that will help identify signs of preeclampsia in pregnant women. Preeclampsia causes high blood pressure, and if not treated, it can lead to eclampsia, which causes seizures and sometimes death. The tests have been available in Europe for years and will tell you up to 96% accuracy of who won't develop preeclampsia. It's unclear how effective this test will be in improving patients' outcomes. Meta, which owns Facebook and Instagram, is testing a new app to challenge Twitter with a space for real-time conversations online. It's called Threads and appears to have many similarities to Twitter. According to a listing in the App Store, Threads is expected to go live Thursday. It comes amid a fresh bout of turmoil at Twitter. There was an outage over the weekend, followed by an announcement of temporary limits on how many tweets users can read while using the app. A final check of your first Warren forecast when we come back.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
My favorite thing about the Power Swabs is that I was actually able to take the swab and really get through some of those areas that are kind of like untreated. I felt like I can immediately see the results, and I'm like, oh, I'm definitely starting to see the shades getting brighter and brighter, or whiter and whiter.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution.
Well, they're whiter, they're brighter, and I feel better about my smile. And it was so easy to do.
One friend was like, your teeth look like really white. Did you do anything to it? And I was like, I did. I did Power Swabs.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. This 4th of July, order Power Swabs and receive up to 50% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 50% off and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
Create the ultimate backyard getaway with 11% off everything at Menards. We have the best selection of decking, blocks, grills, and outdoor furniture to transform your yard from ordinary to extraordinary. Head to the garden center and check out all the plants and soils you need to keep your garden growing strong. Get grilling with this 30-inch charcoal barrel grill. Now just $99.99 after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. As Americans enjoy the beach this 4th of July, some officials are sounding the alarm. What you need to know about a recent spike in shark attacks. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Well, the hunt for the precious One Ring card is over. The search for the one-of-a-kind Lord of the Rings trading card began nearly 2 weeks ago. Hasbro announced someone found the card last Friday. The collectible is part of the Magic the Gathering game based on the famous Tolkien novel. Only one ring card was produced for the latest booster pack released on June 23rd. A trading card store in Spain has promised to pay the owner more than $2 million if he or she is willing to give up the card. I don't know what any of that's about. I'm just reading the words here.
Yeah, I'm not
must be something, Lord of the Rings.
I'm not familiar with it either, but as a kid, I collected a ton of baseball cards, and I haven't looked at them in a while, but I'm wondering if one of them, just one, is worth a lot. I know, I keep saying I should check, but I never do.
A lot of people going out tonight for fireworks.
Yeah, this evening, for the most part, is going to be fairly nice. Very warm and humid, though, but we aren't expected to see a ton of rainfall, but a passing shower storm is definitely not out of the question. A better chance of rainfall tomorrow, where we possibly could even see some severe weather, with cooler temperatures following.
All right, and more rain possibly over the weekend.
Yes,
so
very good news.
Miss out on this one, more's on the way.
Yes.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a happy 4th of July. We'll see you back here after the CBS Evening News. For